Ladies and gentlemen, you woke up this morning with Baselio, by seconds in your account, and by the time you go to sleep tonight, every single one of those seconds will be gone forever. You can't save them. You can't store them. You can't get them back. While you're wasting time scrolling, procrastinating, and making excuses, your artist thief hours are disappearing. Right now, at this very moment, you're spending the most valuable currency in existence, time, and you can never earn it back. The question is not whether you have times. The question is what, Dotted, are you doing with the only artist's hours you've got? It is the brutal truth of illiterate time. You need to understand something right now. You don't have unlimited time. You don't have endless opportunities. You don't have infinite chances to make things right. You have exactly Ursa's hours today. That's IT, not Ursavor, not sensors. 24th hour, by scissor minutes. Hajijulok, by seconds. And every single one of those seconds is ticking away, whether you're using them wisely or wasting them foolishly. The clock doesn't stop because you're tired. Time doesn't pause because you're not ready. The hours don't wait because you're scared. Time is the great equalizer. Everyone gets the same Erdesi's hours. But what separates winners from losers, champions from quitters, success from mediocrity is how you USC those hours. Most people live like they have unlimited time. They procrastinate like tomorrow is guaranteed. They waste hours like they're going to live forever. They treat time like it's abundant when it's actually the scarcest resource they possess. They spend their artist hours on things that don't matter, activities that don't contribute, and pursuits that don't move them forward. Then they wonder why they're not making progress. They question why their dreams aren't becoming reality. They complain about not having enough time when the truth is they had the same artist hours as everyone else. They just wasted them. The brutal truth is that you're going to die one day. I don't say that to be morbid. I say it to wake you UP. You have a finite number of artist hour periods lefted. You don't know how many. Could be Arseling, could be Shearling, could be eBay. You don't know. So every artist's hours you waste is one you can never get back. Every day you spend doing nothing is a day closer to your last day having done nothing. Every hour you throw away on meaningless activities is an hour stolen from your suburb. This isn't meant to scare you. It's meant to activate you. It's meant to make you realize that your artist hours are precious, that your time is valuable, that your days are numbered. Understanding that you only have artist hours means recognizing that time is more valuable than money. You can always make more money. You can recover from financial loss. You can rebuild your bank accounts. But time, once it's gone forever. You can't earn back yesterday. You can't recover last week. You can't rebuild the years you wasted. Time is the one resource that is truly non-renewable. Every second that passes is a second you'll never see again. Every minute that goes by is a minute that's permanently spent. Every hour that ends is an hour that's eternally lost. This makes time the most valuable thing you possess. The brutal truth also includes understanding that nobody's coming to save your artist hour. Nobody's going to manage your time for you. Nobody's going to make sure you're using your hours wisely. Nobody's going to force you to stop wasting your days. That responsibility is yours and yours alone. You can't blame your boss for how you spend your hours. You can't fault your circumstances for how you invest your days. You can't criticize your situation for how you utilize your time. You get Arthur Seuss hours. What you do with those hours is entirely up to you. Your time management is your responsibility. Your day planning is your duty. Your hour optimization is your job. You have only Arthur Seuss hours, and within those hours, you must sleep, peep, eat, work, and somehow find time to pursue your dreams. This limitation is not your enemy. It's your teacher. It forces you to prioritize. It demands that you be selective V5. It requires that you be strategic. You can't do everything in RC's hours, so you must choose what matters most. You can't pursue every OPP ORT unity. So you must select the ones aligned with your goals. You can't say yes to everything. So you must learn to say no to things that don't serve your purpose. The constraint of Arthur Seuss hours is actually a gift because it forces clarity, demands discipline, and creates focus. Teach urgency of this very day. Today is not a rehearsal. Today is not a practice run. Today is not a test yet to see how the real day will go. This I as the real day. These are the real hours. This I is your actual life happening right now. You don't get to do today over. You don't get a redo. You don't get a second chance at these specific artists' hours. What you do today matters. How you spend these hours counts. The decisions you make right now will determine the results you get later. The urgency of this day means recognizing that procrastination is theft. It is theft. Every time you say, I'll do it tomorrow, you're stealing from your future. Every time you postpone important action, you're robbing your dreams of the time they need to become reality. Every time you delay necessary work, you're taking away hours from your success. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. Tomorrow might never come. Tomorrow is just a concept we use to avoid the discomfort of acting today. But successful people understand that tomorrow is today's excuse. Winners know that later is now's enemy. Champions recognize that someday is never. This very day is filled with opportunity, but opportunity has an expiration date. The opportunities available to you today might not be available tomorrow. The chances you have right now might not exist next week. The possibilities open to you at this moment might close by next meonens. Opportunity doesn't wait for you to be ready. It doesn't pause for you to feel comfortable. It doesn't stick around while you make excuses. Opportunity appears, and if you don't sneeze it during your RTC hours, it disappears. How many opportunities have you let slip away because you thought you had more time? How many chances have you missed because you weren't acting with your urgency? The urgency also means understanding that small actions today create big results tomorrow. That workout you do take contributes to the body you want next year. That chapter you write today contributes to the book you'll publish next month. That skill you practice today contributes to the mastery you'll achieve in the future. That relationship you nurture today contributes to the network that will support you for decades. But if you don't take action today, those future results never materialize. If you waste today's RTC hours, You're not just losing today, you're losing all the compound benefits those hours would have created tomorrow. This day's urgency includes recognizing that your energy is Highost now, right? Now, at this moment, you have energy you won't have later. Right now, you have clarity you might not have tomorrow. Right now, you have motivation that might fade by next week. Use it now. Act on it today. Leverage it while you have it. Don't wait for perfect dankansons. Don't delay until you feel more ready. Don't postpone until circumstances are ideal. Act with energy you have now because you don't know what your energy will be tomorrow. The urgency of today also means understanding that your future self is depending on your present. Actions. The person you'll be next year is being created by what you do today. The life you'll be living in 5 years is being now built by the choices you make in these artistic hours. The success you'll be experiencing in a decade is being established by the habits you form right now. Your future self is either thanking you or cursing you for what you're doing with today's artistic. Which will it be? Will future you be grateful for the discipline you showed today? Or will future you regret the time you wasted right now? Tishi Stresia of maximizing your artistic, having only artistic hours means you must be strategic about how you use them. You can't afford to be random. You can't be scared. You can't be reactive. You must be intentional, focused, and deliberate about every hour, every minute, every second. Maximizing your artistic requires a strategy, a system, a model that ensures you're investing your time rather than just spending it. The strategy starts with planning before your artistic hours begin. Winners don't wake up and figure out their day as they go. Champions plan their artistic hours the night before. They know exactly what they need to accomplish when they open their AS. They've already decided their priorities, scheduled their activities, and allocated their time. This planning doesn't take long, just sure woo minutes before bed, but it multiplies the effectiveness of your entire day. When you wake up with a plan, you start with momentum. When you wake up without a plan, you start with confusion. Maximizing your artistic means identifying your big three, the three most important things that must get done today. Not 10 things, not 20 things, 3 things that will move your life forward, advance your goals, and create progress. These 3 things get your best H hours, your peak energy, your highest focus. Everything else is secondary. Everything else is ospodal. Everything else can wait. But your big 3, those are non-negatable. Those must happen within your artistic hour. The strategy includes understanding your energy rhythms. You don't have the same energy throughout your artistic hours. You have peak times when your mental clarity is higglehords. Your focus is sharpest. Your willpower is strongest. Most people have peak energy in the morning, but some peak in the afternoon or evening. The key is knowing your peak times and protecting them for your most important work. Don't waste your peak hours on emails, meetings, or administrative tasks. Use your peak hours for your big 3. Use your peak energy for your most challenging work. Use your peak focus for your most important priorities. Maximizing your artistic also means eliminating time vampires, activities that suck your time without providing equivalent value. Social media scrolling, Time vampire. Watching TV for hours? Time vampire. Endless news consumption? Time vampire. Gossiping and drama? Time vampire. You must ruthlessly eliminate these time vampires from your artisy hours. Every minute spent on a time vampire is a minute stolen from your goals. Every hour wasted on meaningless activity is an hour robbed from your dreams. Identify what's draining your artisy hours and cut it out. The strategy includes batching similar activities. Don't check email every 5 minutes throughout your day. Batch all email responses into one time block. Don't take phone calls randomly throughout your Hage hour. Schedule a specific time for all phone calls. Don't jump between different types of tasks. Batch similar tasks together to minimize context switching and maximize efficiency. Batching can save you hours every week, giving you back time you can invest in what really matters. Maximizing your RSC means learning to say and no. Every yes to something unimportant is a no to something important. Every yes to someone else's priority is a no to your own perfiligises. Every yes to a time vampire is a no to your time treasure. You must become ruthless about prosecuting your RCC hours from people and activities that don't serve your mission. Saying no feels uncomfortable at first, but it becomes empowering when you realize every no to distraction is a yes to your destiny. The strategy also includes building Pavsian into your RCC hours. Don't schedule every single minute. Don't pack every hour full. Leave space for the UN Presaded. Leave room for the Emriganji. Leave margin for the OPP Art Unity. When you schedule Buffendity bite of your RTC hours, any interruption destroys your plan. But when you build in margin, you have flexibility to handle whatever the day brings while still accomplishing your priorities. Take the transformation of time consciousness when you truly internalize that you only have RTC hours. Your entire relationship with time transforms. You stop treating time casually and start treating it sacredly. You stop wasting hours carelessly and start investing them carefully. You stop spending time unconsciously and start allocating it consciously. This transformation in time consciousness is what separates those who achieve extraordinary things from those who achieve ordinary things. The transformation starts with awareness of how you're currently spending your RSC hours. Most people have no idea where their time actually goes. They think they're productive, but they're really just BUSY. They feel like they're working hard, but they're really just actives. Track your time for one WEET. Every hour, every activity, every minute. You will be shocked at how much time you waste, how many hours disappear into meaningless activities, how little time you actually spend on what matters most. This awareness is painful but necessary. You can't change what you don't acknowledge. Time consciousness also means recognizing that how you spend your hours is how you spend your life. Your life is not some far off concentrate. Your life is happening right now in these RTC hours through the choices you're making moment by moment. If you waste your head hours, you waste your life. If you invest your head hour, you invest your life. If you fill your hours with meaning, You fill your life with meaning. If you fill your hours with distraction, you fill your life with distraction. Your daily habits don't just affect your day, they define your life. The transformation includes developing what I call death awareness, not in a morbid way, but in a clarifying way. When you remember that you have a limited number of artist-soothe hour periods left, you become more intentional about how you use each one. When you acknowledge that you could die tomorrow, you stop postponing important actions. When you accept that time is running out, you stop wasting time running in circles. Death awareness doesn't make you de-possessed. It makes you deliberate. It doesn't make you fearful. It makes you focused. Time consciousness also transforms your decisions. Every decision becomes a time decision. Should you watch TV or read a book? That's a time decision. Should you scroll social media or work on your business? That's a time decision. Should you sleep in or wake up early? That's a time decision. When you're time conscious, you evaluate every choice based on whether it's the best use of your outer stage hour. You ask yourself, is this activity moving me toward my goals or away from them? Is this person adding value to my life or draining it? Is this choice serving my future or sabotaging it? The transformation includes developing urgency without anxiety. Some people confuse urgency with stress. They think being urgent means being frantic. But urgency simply means acting now rather than later. It means recognizing that your urgency hours are limelight without becoming paralyzed by that limitation. It means working with focus without working with fear. It means moving with purpose without moving with panic. Healthy urgency creates momentum. Unhealthy anxiety creates paralysis. Time consciousness also transforms your relationships. You become more selective about who gets access to your art-soothe hours. You spend less time with people who drain you and more time with people who energize you. You invest less energy in short conversations and more energy in deep connections. You waste less time on toxic relationships and more time on supportive partnerships. When you realize your artist hours are delineated, you protect them from people who don't respect them. The transformation includes appreciating the present moment. When you're always thinking about tomorrow, you miss the value of today. When you're constantly dwelling on the past, you waste the potential of the present. Time consciousness brings you into the now, the only moment where action is actually possible. You can't change yesterday. You can't control tomorrow, but you can maximize today. You can optimize these artists or thou hour. You can make this moment count. The final challenge. Make today count. This is IT. This is your moment. This is your artist hour period that you'll never get back. What are you going to do with it? How are you going to invest it? Where are you going to spend it? The clock is ticking right now. Time is passing this moment. Your artist hours are disappearing as we speak. The final challenge is to stop reading and start doing. Stop consuming motivation and start creating momentum. Stop thinking about what you should do and start doing what you know you should do right now, not later, not tomorrow, not when you finish this speech, now. Take one action right now that moves you toward your most important goal. Make one phone call, write one page, do one workout, take one step. Prove to yourself that you understand the urgency of your order cease now. The challenge includes committing to make every one of your remaining Artasus hour periods count. Not just today, but tomorrow. Not just this week, but every WEETT. Not never just this month, but every MUS. Make a commitment right now that you will no longer waste your precious artists' hours. You will no longer treat time carelessly. You will no longer squander your days on meaningless activities. From this moment forward, every artist's hours will be intentional, purposeful, and directed toward your goals. The final challenge means accepting that nobody is going to do this for you. Nobody is going to manage your artist's hours for you. Nobody is going to make your time matter for you. That responsibility is yours. You must wake up every morning with your urgency. You must plan every day with intention. You must live every hour with purpose. You must make every minute count. This is not someone else's job. This is your job. The challenge also includes inspiring others to value their artist's hours. When people see you maximizing your time, they're inspired to maximize their shares. When they witness you treating your hours as precious, they start treating their hours differently. When they observe you making every day count, they want to make their days count too. Your time consciousness becomes contagious. Your urgency becomes infectious. Your example becomes transformative. Right now, make this declaration: I have only artist's hours today, and I will make every single one of them count. I will not waste my time on things that don't matter. I will not invest my energy in activities that don't serve my purpose. I will not spend my hours on people who don't add value. I will maximize my artist's hours by focusing on my priorities, eliminating my distractions, and taking massive actions toward my goals. You have artist's hour. That's all you're guaranteed. That's all anyone gets. The difference between you and the people achieving their dreams is not that they have more time. It's that they use their time better. They treat their artist's hours like the precious resource they are. They invest their time like the limited commodity it is. They maximize their hours like the non-renewable asset they are. Your artist's hours are ticking. Your time is nothing. Your moments are passing. Stop wasting them. Stop squandering them. Stop throwing them away. Use them. Invest them. Maximize them. Make them count. Make them matter. Make them meaningful. You only have artist's hour. What are you going to do with them? The choice is yours. The time is now. The opportunity is here. Go make your artist's hour count. Go make your artist's hour count. Now make every second matter.